How you guys doing? Shameen here. Today I want to talk about energy management versus time management. So this is something that I rarely see mentioned or discussed when it comes to self-improvement and productivity and trying to reach your goals is energy management. Usually I see people focusing on time management, scheduling, calendars, uh, I want to say the Pomodoro technique. That's a time management technique, I think, where it's like you do something for like 45 minutes and take a 15 minutes break and then get back to it. Uh, there's all sorts of things that have to do with time and scheduling, but rarely do you hear people talk about energy management. So I want to talk about that because I think energy management is just as important as time management, if not more so, because like they say, we all have the same number of hours in a day, but we all don't have the same energy levels. And whether that's mental energy or physical energy, both of those are really important because you might have the time to do something, but if you don't have the energy to do it, you're not going to be able to perform. I know for a fact, like when I don't have enough sleep, or I'm more sleep deprived than usual, it's much more difficult for me to get in the gym and work out as hard, or even to work as hard at my desk job, which is, I work from home, but, it takes mental energy and mental capacity to do my job. And so days when I'm more sluggish or tired, it's harder for me to perform. So even if you clear your schedule to do something, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're prepared to optimally perform that task. So it goes much beyond time management. Energy management is just as important. And even when it comes to your creativity or working on projects, anybody who's a creative in any way, whether that's like an artist or a writer or anything, for a fact that there's times where you are able to harness your creative energy more than usual. A creative energy often comes in waves, and when that creative energy comes, sometimes you have to ride that wave. Sometimes, you'll see people going all in on projects because they have the energy to do so. And uh, sometimes it's better to go all in on a project and just sacrifice all your energy in a short burst versus trying to do it over a prolonged period of time. That's how you have people coming up with these, you see it sometimes with music artists to where it's like they created a song or album in a certain number of days or weeks. It took a lot of energy, but it was just condensed into a short time frame. Anybody who's like, I've had certain articles that I wrote so quickly, but I was like so focused and enmeshed in the task, and I just pretty much put all of my energy into that article and got it done in a time frame that might have taken me a little bit longer. But sometimes those are the articles that perform better than the other ones, is the ones that you maybe didn't take as much time to outline or plan out or draft. Certainly any of the artists watching this know exactly what I'm talking about, because when you create artwork, or even if you are working on stuff like courses and things like that, sometimes it's much easier to do things when you have the inspiration at a peak, your creativity's going, your energy's going. They say that you should try to act on certain ideas more quickly because your actual motivation to complete it might go down if you wait too long or procrastinate. Energy management is big for sure. Even if you look at human activity and just our natural kind of ebb and flow of life, or getting into the rhythm of doing anything, um, our we're actually naturally designed to work and then rest. So you can actually have times to where you have downtime. Now, usually in Most people probably work like a more regular schedule or a 9 to 5, but people who are freelancers or entrepreneurs know what I'm talking about, where you have people working certain number of days or weeks or months, and then they take complete blocks of time off. Even now, as I'm now doing this independent adjusting work, I'm on a deployment. So I actually just got an email from our deployment. It was supposed to go till the end of October, but there's a possible now extension till the end of November, you know. Now, depending on what I do after this gig, I might jump right into another gig, or I might take a few weeks or even a month off, or take some downtime and focus on something else before I jump into the next deployment. Who knows? Uh, when you have certain jobs or careers, that's actually an option. Like you have the guys who work on the oil rigs and stuff like that, so they work really hard while they're out there on the rig, and then they come back for a little while before they go again. It's natural actually for humans, because if you think about it, we're hunters. So we go out, we hunt, we eat, and then we rest again until the next hunt. We're not always just go, go, go. And also, everything isn't just always completely linear and equal blocks of time. Sometimes some things might take you days or weeks or months to even complete. And then that might feed you for, several months at a time or a year. So there's a lot of different ways to look at it. Definitely, I think people need to figure out what works best for them, or what they like the most, and what's not only within their ability but can fit within their lifestyle as well. So that's just something to consider when you look at the goals that you want to achieve and the tasks that you have before you, and how you kind of lay things out for yourself is not just the time management aspect, but the management of your energy. Even when it comes to your focus and your mental focus, it's why they say don't multitask, because if you're just focused on one thing every day and you're doing it every day, you're going to internalize it more quickly than if you were doing 10 things every day. Because your energy or your focus can be dissipated, or it can be concentrated. And that's going to alter the intensity of how you approach and tackle that task based on how dissipated or concentrated your energy is. So that's just something to consider. If you made it this far in the video, definitely please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribers up, so please show some love. And also share your thoughts down below on what you think of energy management versus time management, and anything that you've picked up in your experience when it comes to this subject. So that's what I have for today. Hopefully that sparks some thought in you, and until next time.